I do have a brain, maybe. Okay, so today, just a quick point out, someone asked, hey, why don't you thrust on a given line? Well, they never clarified what their line was, but I understand the question behind it, so we're going to lay it out as, why don't you do non-cannon attacks with a false edge? The answer is we can, we usually don't. Katson, can you come over?
I come over.
So, Kat's going to cut one.
One.
Our absolute go-to technique here is false edge, go, right? Now, distance is compressed because studio, I would not have caught her in the leg. Don't eat me up in the comments, we all know what's going on, okay? Another response comes slightly forward. Cut one again.
One.
I can also go here and catch a piece of her on the way out. This is a less preferred option. Why? Again. Pow! Here I are. Oh, look at that. Even though I stopped her weapon, by hitting the back of her hand, I'm giving her momentum again. If she freaked out, could she drive this through me? Oh, yes. So this is dangerous. Cut one.
One.
Boom, pop, pull. Could I do that? Yes, I could. Is it a good idea? No, it's not. One.
One.
Boom. As I do this, what's she got available? Oh, Lord, yeah. All she has to do is flinch and pull, and she's opened up me and just filleted all the meat off the side of my forearm. Can I do it? Yes. Is it a smart idea? No. Now, sometimes these smart ideas will work an absolute charm. Do the very classic, I'm a cut one, cut two, because you're a percussive type fencer. Boom, pop. Oh no. That was a hit. Would that hit have stopped her cut? We don't know. So it's a good thing I moved, didn't? Oh no. Moving wasn't enough, was it? If I move any faster and farther than that, I'm not going to land that cut. So let's see it again. Hold on. We're going to push this door closed a little bit, even though we desperately need the airflow in here. We're making the sweaty sacrifice for you guys. So step back just a little bit and then throw your 1-2 a little slower. Oh no, there's her guard. It's not going to help. So what if I weaponized it and made it cooler? Cat does the same thing. Filthy double.
Well, I died.
She absolutely died, but guess what? So did I. Because she just took that thing, and that cut ends about here by the time it's done pulling out of my precious flesh meats. And fundamentally, as a system, remember, we're not actually engaged in sport. For sport, I can do all kinds of bullshit that doesn't fly for martial arts because the context is different. One of the classics. Giant committed attack, and now she goes to cut me across the belly because I'm wide open, but oh no, I let my momentum come forward and it's core. She can't land the blow, she's not allowed. And I'm not penalized for coming in like that. Should be, but not everybody does that. I can't tell you how many times I've gone, oh shit, here's the belly cut, but my belly cut's not allowed because they kept their momentum, they crashed it into me, and they stopped the action with core call. Fair game in sports. Penalized in a lot of sports, but fair game because that's a game. In our context as a living lineage, that's called, what's that word? Suicidal bullshit, right? So, cat cuts 1-2. Ha ha. Oh, suicidal bullshit. I don't want to do that. It should work great on paper. Can I make it work? Yes. Cat throws 1. Ha ha. Oh no, it didn't work. And now we're back to suicidal bullshit. So she cuts 1 again. Aha. Maybe that. Notice her weapon's defending her. So what are my other options if I want to do these non-cannon attacks? If I want to, say I'm a Kunsteffekten person, I'm going to do Messerfekten. Come step back a little bit. So she cuts 1. Yay, here I am, now it's here.
Oh my.
Okay, that's a thrust. Can I weaponize any of the false edge with that? No, the ceiling's too low. Can I try to? Sure. Yay, here I am, now I do. The tempo's low, it's not a messer. My engagement angles have to change when I switch to the new weapon. And what works like a charm for messerfectin isn't necessarily going to work like a charm for saber fencing. Are there other options? Yeah, actually there are. Step a little bit further out. So I'm going to cut one. Yay! And now she's going to do something because she's not a Nimrod, right? And she's going to come and I'm going to let it crash on the guard. Now that it's crashed on the guard, can I do that? Yes, that's a cannon use. Let's see a non-cannon use. Here it comes. 1. Yay, I hit you. Oh, I didn't. Turn. Don't break your stance. Don't break your stance. Don't break your stance. Don't break your stance. This is why we keep alignment. There's all this space between, I'm going to touch you, sternum and hand. And my winker doesn't do anything because that space exists. If she were in a sided stance and parried 4, I'm going to cut 1, you parry 4. Ha-ha! I can make that work like a charm. Come around this way so you can see it. Ha-ha! Easy peasy. In fact, Georgia just put out a video. I'll have to find the link if I can send it. Or Georgia, if you're seeing it, feel free to post it in the bottom of the comments. Teaching people how to use the false edge in sided stances. In a sided stance, you cut in, so I can parry in 4. From here to here is easy. What changed? Well, my entire geometry changed because of my stance. I am dependent in this lineage on using my waist and maintaining a geometry. And that gives me some things for free. Ha-ha! Done. You didn't need that hand, right? I'm
No.
eating me a hand sandwich. Here comes cut 3. Ha-ha! Oops. Yoink! Yeah, blissful. You know how you don't have to worry about the electric bills.
Exactly.
Someone else can feed your kids peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Blissful rest. La. Okay, never mind.
That got dark.
That got dark fast. So we'll undark it. In order to play successfully, you have to know what your stance allows you. You have to know what your stance doesn't allow you. Here's the same example from a sided stance. Okay? I cut Polish court, okay? I cut 3. She has all the time in the world to counteract that. She can go around for circular 4. As I come up, she can just throw it out of the way and get offline. She's got all kinds of options, including cutting me here, running me through before I can land the blow. Could I make it work? Yes, absolutely. So the reason our lineage doesn't do a bunch of non-standard false edge cuts is not that they can't, in theory, land. It's that the geometry is unfavorable. And if my partner is awake, she's going to get rid of 90% of them just by being in good alignment. And if she's not awake, we're probably going to double excessively. Oops. So, check out your stance, see what your stance lets you do, and your stance may let you throw funny bullshit like that, which then opens up that, which then opens up that. And notice I've gotten nowhere near making a hit. This hasn't been scripted, by the way. I can do that and get really funky with a grip change. Yeah. So every system, boing. I'm coming close to the camera. Listen to Unky Russ. Every system has preferred techniques because the geometry of the system makes some techniques favorable and some techniques unfavorable. I'm going to make a minor change. Watch how this suddenly changes the game dramatically. Cut 1. Oh, look, that landed like a charm.
What?
Cut 1. Oh, it didn't land. All I did was change my stance. Now I'm standing Polish. So she cuts 1. My stance being different changes the geometry. I've got that blow. Now the Poles almost never use the false edge in any real notable way. Many of their yeomans are unsharpened or barely existing just to allow for thrusts. They're doing different things. Pay attention to the geometry. Seeing may be believing. It's the 21st century.
Could be AI.
So when you play with false edge stuff,
Yes.
anything that pops in your head about what's useful for playing with, what's not?
Context matters. Well, that's a theme for this morning. Because in certain contexts, if your partners aren't used to a lot of false edge techniques, they might not be used to seeing them or even noticing that they're happening. So, you know, you could land this really cool false edge thing across the belly and they might not even feel it through their jacket. And you're gonna have to be continuing to be awake and cool with the fact that, oh, we're still going.
Yep. Here's a classic modern fencing example of that. Cat cuts one. Oh, I got hit. So cat cuts one again. This time make sure you cut at me, even with the constrained distance. Good, do it again. Pop. If I don't yield this space, I get hit. The modern saber example to solve this is sided stance, coincided stance. She begins her cut. I hit here and then roll to first.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes a ton of sense with a lightweight straight blade that balances up here. Try it with a curved forward-weighted saber. You'll notice it's significantly harder to pull off. Again, geometry matters. We should just title this Geometry Matters.
Yeah.
Geometry in the False Edge, an insidious exploration. Academic titles. All right, so that's what we've got. Have fun, go do the thing. Falsely. That was funny, damn it. Okay, no, it wasn't. We've got more videos and content coming, so if you liked what you saw and it was useful for you, please stab the like button, /subscribe, and punch the little bell icon so that you're notified immediately when new content comes available. Thanks, and go do the thing.